king cake, beads, and Bourbon Street. First thing that comes in mind is New Orleans, the beautiful state of Louisiana. Well, we're all living in Louisiana. So, have you guys ever wondered about the history of Mardi Gras or where it came from besides just going to the parades? Does anybody know the history? Probably not. Okay, well, let's talk about the history of Mardi Gras and king cake and just everything around it. Well, first we're going to take a journey back in time. When Christianity first came to Rome, a whole bunch of religious leaders sat down and wanted to bring Christianity into their own religion. So after it was in Rome, they started migrating to other European countries like France, Germany, Spain, and England. Many people have different ways of saying Mardi Gras. It's either Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday, Carnival, or Carnival. And it all means the same thing but a little bit different. Carnival is from medieval Latin carnivian, which means to remove meat or take away meat. And Mardi Gras is from France, Mardi meaning Tuesday and Gras meaning fat. Mardi Gras starts the season of Lent. The season of Lent is the 47 days when Jesus started his journey through the desert. Many people eat a lot of fatty foods during Mardi Gras, like milk, egg, cheese, and the whole point is for them to get all their fatty foods away for the Lent season. So during the Lent season, they're only eating fish or other non-fatty foods. Many people also sacrifice fatty foods and or alcohol as punishment. And I actually gave up alcohol for Mardi Gras as my punishment. Now we talked about Mardi Gras coming to other European countries and how it all started, but how did it come to New Orleans? Well, Mardi Gras came to New Orleans when two French explorers, Pierre Le Moyne de Breville and Sieur de Benville, came 60 miles from New Orleans, and they came on the eve of Mardi Gras, and they named it Point du Mardi Gras on March 2nd, 1699. So when they landed, they actually threw a festival because it was about to be the Lent season, so they just partied it up and had a great time. Later on, d'Iberville found Mobile, Alabama, and he established it as Fort de la Louisiane, which is the French capital of Louisiana in 1702. Well, many people started celebrating Mardi Gras in Mobile, Alabama, and also in New Orleans, Louisiana, but it wasn't until the Spanish came in 1812 that they actually had them stop all that because they were taking over, and once Louisiana became an actual state, that is when they started doing all the Mardi Gras stuff again. They usually would hold just balls and not really do much, but there would be a lot of balls and people would party on the streets. Well, in 1827, there was some students that came from a trip in Paris, and they saw how Mardi Gras was being done over there, so that when they came back to New Orleans, they had all this colorful stuff on, and they were running through the streets in costumes and just having a great time. And in 1857, a secret society called Mystic Crew of Cumis, they had torch-lit parades and marching bands, and that actually became the first Mardi Gras parade in New Orleans. So we learned about the Mardi Gras coming into New Orleans and a little bit about the religion, but what about the king cake and all the beads and all the thrones? Mardi Gras colors are purple, gold, and green, like I have on right here. Purple means justice, green means faith, and gold means power. Well, when the Grand Duke Alex Romanov came to visit New Orleans in 1827, he started handing out these color of beads. He handed them out because he wanted the people to, he handed them out because they were like his hometown. So after that, he became the king of Mardi Gras, and the crews that started the Mardi Gras parades in New Orleans, they actually became a part of the Mardi Gras too, because every parade starts with crew. So you'll have Crew de Barcas, which is a dog parade. You have, like, I have a necklace here that says the Mystic Crew of Titans, and that's another parade. And they all throw different stuff, whether it's their own kind of bead, like this one right here. It's a little different and it has their name on it and the year. Or if it's just random color beads, or some of them decorated like Crew de Moses, they have little leaves on them. Well, there's also on Crew Alex Romanov, they had a parade, and that was Crew de Rex. It's usually the last Mardi Gras parade in New Orleans, and their parade, they give different kinds of beads and everything. They give like their own significant bead. Well, we talked about beads and throws and all this stuff, and now let's talk about the king cake and how that came to be. The king cake is from the Three Kings, and it's on the 12th day after Jesus was born, so January 6th, and they came to Jesus to give him presents and stuff as their crown jewel. Every king cake has a baby in it, and when you get the baby during the Mardi Gras season, it means that you have to throw the next party and bring the next king cake. The king cake is also an important part of Mardi Gras, and everybody usually is always eating king cakes, and they're only served until Mardi Gras Eve, when you can get your king cake. Well, now that you learned about all of Mardi Gras and how it came to be and how it came to the United States, I hope next time you go to your next Mardi Gras parade in New Orleans, not only will you be the one not asking the questions on why it's called this or why we do that, but you'll be the one telling the stories to everyone else.